Sir, if you could just introduce yourself and purpose of your visit here today.
I'm Governor Terry Bransted with my wife, Christine, and we are in Pristina, Kosovo. We just signed a sister state agreement between Iowa and Kosovo yesterday with the President of Kosovo. We're very excited and very pleased to be here. This is a very wonderful, friendly country, and they have a very pro-American attitude.
Yes, sir, in the sister state agreement, how did this partnership begin?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate the Armed Forces Network on your 70th anniversary and say that really this started as a relationship between the Iowa National Guard and the Kosovo Security Force. And this was something that was encouraged by the National Guard Bureau and the U.S. European Command. And the result was General Timothy Orr, who's our Adjutant General from Iowa, has really provided the leadership for this and encouraged it. And he convinced me as governor of the state that we ought to expand this and make it a full-fledged sister state relationship. Now, Iowa has a number of sister states, and I've been governor for a long time. I was governor back in the 80s when we established sister states in places like China and Malaysia in the old Soviet Union. But I am excited to be here, and we are very proud to have Kosovo as our newest sister state. This is a very young country. It's a country that I think has a lot of potential. They have a very positive pro-American feeling, and we are delighted to, first of all, meet the President of Kosovo, who is a very young woman. President Yayagwa is the same age as our oldest son, and we were very impressed with her and with the Prime Minister. They've both been to Iowa, and so this is our first visit here to Kosovo, but we intend to come back often.
Yes, sir, what type of exchange programs have occurred between Iowa and Kosovo?
We just came from meeting with the university that's involved with agriculture, and we see a lot of opportunities for exchange in agriculture, in education. Obviously, we're interested in a lot of business and industry opportunities. There's a number of businesses that have accompanied me on this trip that are interested in doing business here. And we also think there's a lot of cultural opportunities, exchanges of students. Already the Iowa National Guard Band has been working with the Kosovo Security Force to develop a band here. And so there's just a lot of opportunities in many fields, and because of the sister state relationship, we have a whole army of volunteers back in Iowa that will support and encourage more participation from different individuals. In fact, Larry Eisenhower, who is the chief judge of our Court of Appeals, I helped set up the judicial system here about 5 years ago. He's going to retire in September. I'm going to encourage him to come back and play a key role as we further develop the relationship in the legal system between the two countries.
And sir, how does this relationship benefit Iowa?
Well, we see the people of Kosovo very much like people in the Midwest and Iowa. Very outgoing, friendly people. They have a very positive feeling towards our country and to the new free enterprise system that's been introduced in this nation. And so we think that just a good example of this is we just celebrated the Independence Day, the 4th of July. Outside of the United States of America, I think Kosovo probably celebrates that as much as anywhere. And the ambassador just had a big party, he had 600 people there. And it's a real exciting thing that we have such a close relationship, and the people of Kosovo are so appreciative of what America did during their time of need to help them become an independent nation. And we want to build on that experience and that relationship, especially the relationship between the Iowa National Guard and the Kosovo Security Force. But we think that there's a lot of potential in other areas as well, and the sister state relationship is going to give us the opportunity to do that. And the benefit is Iowans build new friendships in a part of the world that many of them haven't visited before, and a chance to enjoy their friendliness and hospitality, the wonderful food here, and learn about their culture and the wonderful opportunities there are for us to build a lasting, long-term relationship of friendship and trust.
Sir, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just that our visit has way exceeded our expectations. We have been just so impressed with the people, but also with the progress that's occurred in a very short period of time. And we understand that they are very anxious to build on that relationship for the future, and we want the state of Iowa to play an integral role in helping make that happen.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the time.
Please spell your first name for me.
It's Tim, T-I-M.
That was more along the lines of your levels.
You know, in the Midwest, you know, you never know how you spell it, but it's...
That is very true, sir. So I'm ready when you are. Actually, I've got the levels adjusted enough to where you can't hear that.
Okay. And it sounds like they're done now anyway. So you want me to focus on you?
You could just...
Okay. Well, how did the partnership begin, sir?
Well, first of all, let me thank the Armed Forces Network for what you do for our soldiers, family, airmen, Marine, our civilians. You've been with us for 70 years and it's your anniversary, and we're proud of the network. You know, our partnership started in March of 2011 thanks to UCOM and also the National Guard Bureau that selected Iowa out of 18 states to be the partner for Kosovo security forces, and since then we've had over 50 engagements since that time frame, and we continue to expand our program on a daily basis.
How do you work the program from a continent away, sir?
Well, it started with the friendship when we came here, and we built relationships. And each time we have an engagement with the Kosovo security forces, we continue to build additional friendships. We share emails. I do a VTC, a video teleconference, on a quarterly basis with my counterpart, and we've kind of matched up by command and broke down by leadership position. So when the Kosovo security forces come to the United States for schooling, all of my soldiers and leaders that go to the same schools, they meet and they link up and they match and continue to make this friendship. So for us, it's about continuing to follow up when we have an engagement, but we try to keep continuity so that we see the same people and they see the same leaders that we have in each engagement.
Are there Iowa National Guard members here in Kosovo?
Yes, there is. We actually are very fortunate that last 12 years we've had numerous soldiers that have deployed here as part of the K4 rotation. But when we became a state partner, we were authorized to put in an officer. We have a major that serves as the bilateral affairs officer in the embassy who helps us coordinate our activities with the KSF. And then we are the only state partner out of the 66 partners that has a non-commissioned officer, Sergeant Major Dahl. And that's very key to this program because one of the fundamental priorities we have is to help develop and work with the NCO Corps, and Sergeant Major Dahl brings that continuity to the program that makes this very successful.
What about the regional dynamics?
You know, we have a real focus on domestic response. And in the Iowa Guard, we have tremendous experience, whether it's through our own disasters, whether it's been supporting other states and their disasters. And what this has allowed us to do is to bring our expertise here. As the KSF matures and continues to support regionally their ability for disaster response and civil support, that helps them to move out to someday into other areas of helping the countries around here, similar to what we do with the states. We bring capability to states during disasters in time of need.
What about the Iowa-Kosovo partnership beyond the military, sir?
Well, that's been the strategy that I've taken from the very beginning. My vision has always been a whole of Iowa, whole of Kosovo approach. And though I have the responsibility for the military engagement with the KSF, from my office, I'm able, because I work for the governor in our state, to reach out to all the different directorates. And I took on early in this process, whole of Iowa, whole of Kosovo. I've now linked all the ministries of the Kosovo government to the department heads of the Iowa government. And because of that, we started out with a sister city signing between Pay and Johnston, which is my hometown. We completed that signing this week during this visit. And I'm proud to say yesterday that our governor came here with the economic development director, and we just signed for the 9th sister state relationship. It will be Iowa's 9th with Kosovo. And so this now opens the way for business, industry, education, agriculture, and any aspect we want to look at. So we think that this whole of Iowa, whole of Kosovo approach is the right way to go as we move forth with the country and our state in the future.
What does the future hold for the partnership, sir?
I think it's unlimited. Personally, I mentioned that we've done 50 engagements with the KSF. Every year we continue to find new opportunities and expand. I'm proud to say it's the most aggressive state partnership currently in the country because it's one of the newest. And so there's a lot of work to be done, but I think as we've taken on the whole of Kosovo, whole Iowa approach, what this will allow us to do is 20 years from now look back and see that we've engaged the whole entire country and we've bettered not only Iowa in Kosovo, but we've bettered each other, and it's really all about friendship. And through that strength of friendship, that's really been the foundation of what I think is a great future that look forward to watch and see it prosper in the future.
All right. Well, that's all we have for you, sir. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think I'm good. Question?
Excuse me, sir. I was just going to ask if you had anything else to add.
No, I think I'm good.